Bono. Ubia druba bia emreso se uko the higher step. Abranti a friend no Gilbert Nome, no mame Rafael Leao, ne statistics are 1 year for team friend AC Milan over the period of time. And what he's been able to give AC Milan, and Mena drew, say Rafael Leao Jahoko. In the Serie A, we've seen a lot of quality players leaving. If he is to stay in the Serie A, the kind of attention he wants, Onya. It's only a player at Rafael Leao, and you've been able to amass this kind of performance, this kind of contribution in terms of goals. You don't need to waste your talent in the Serie A. I'm a lover of the Serie A, but the kind of light players ninya ewo Serie A no, idea of form. So when you rise to this level, you need to move on. Nako jen nyoma pa ubenya ewo football nim.
Business school in America. Oh, boss, easy, boss. Okay. On Facebook, but easy, magum. Why magum be a match?
And do you have Rafael? He's had a fantastic period with team friend AC Milan, and now he needs to move on. And if you look at him, the circumstances as to which of free the team are no about ABC Academy AC Milan. He's giving AC Milan everything that they need to get. He's so much free Mubiano or and now he needs to move on. In the La Liga, in the Premier League, I think there to be a perfect fit for him. A bel leftino, a man that kind of meaning how to put it, but it's a player when Obobo now do certain stage, you know, and how to go to places. We've seen players in the La Liga, in the Premier League, they are having that kind of a thing around them, that kind of hype around them. They don't even match a bunch of Rafael Leao. It tells you, Nioma, a war Serie A, no man teams never struggle in terms of Sikasem, so they can't even compete when it comes to coming outside from Italy, buying players and all that. Because teams in Ketua or Premier League, Nima, or Mutimini Serie A teams, and so to me, a Kuntokwaji play from sometimes you sit down, you don't even understand. So with what he's been able to give AC Milan, I think there is time for him to move on. Matese team find a Barcelona pen. If Omusi can send semi okay, now they need someone with more wings. Why? He's one guy who beat him ABOU, so he needs to move on. We're giving it all to team friend AC Milan. Arder Guler Bopunum for Real Madrid. He's telling whoever, say Ancelotti in Tuaso, no Bebiano. He's telling the person say he needs to be in the team. He scored a goal at our training grounds before and now watches our goal. So he tells you that he's been knocking on the door. He's not been lucky with injuries and Neoma or bad team friend Real Madrid, but he's one talent. If you Real Madrid for no credit himself, he's a talent that or here for the future. The Vinicius Junior here in the last season, he's not been able to give us that last season performance, But with the way so say given the chance, Arder Guler beye adwuma nso atimi da matimu a je friend Real Madrid. And if you look at him, I'm not for compare on a branch of Yama. I'm not comparing them. But the only difference between the two is a chance Lamanya or team friend Barcelona. And a chance Arder Guler Entimenya. That's the only difference. Because when you are talented, whatsoever, and you don't get the chance to exhibit your talent, get much playing time, nobody will see you. We are talking about Yama Ene because of the circumstances Barcelona find himself in. And the BA don't bunch of any Yama. And when he had opportunity, will seize the opportunity to make sure say opportunity never be any idea. And now when you are talking about players at his age, he ranks on top. He will come close to a branch of Yama. So he needs time. And with what he's been able to do, it seems to be like as a season and the Real Madrid. La Liga no, me say Barca Edeko. The Copa del Rey seem to be their only option. They are just something this season. And not a bus weekend. But whoever will take over from Carlo Ancelotti, so no as never to us, Arder Guler trash script and say he is ready when given the opportunity, he will sit in, come and play for Timor, Jeffen Rimar, Nanuma, and so Timakoye Eddie Amomo. Look at your story be about RB Leipzig wanting to get Henry on board. Yes. I say RB Leipzig for a year from Quine.
Why?
Because Henry actually and say, Wababeka or more. Omo ball, omo ja omo din enya impact yie ewo football ne so. Omo ba coach mu no nyoma kyera mfamfa mo. We've seen Diego Simeone. Wanya much impact gidisa ewo footballs when he was a player. But being a coach, he's had impact. Turning Atletico Madrid to a team or mere contenders. Something that ne no more and should do anymore. You talk of Pep Guardiola. He had impact on the game. Obey a coach, when you have massive impact on the game. Over kind of Barca, over kind of Bayern Munich, you talk about him at team of Manchester City. Then you go and get other managers. They've been able to do that for themselves. Look at Zidane, what he was able to do for team of Real Madrid. He had impact our game and had impact as a coach. So also they were players and they came to make sure say no make the moment. But in recent times, the ex-footballers, they are not making any good means when it comes to coaching. Mamemfa wa unipa a branch of Rooney. Nyoma or from when it comes to coaching or call ya ani apamono. DC United no call for ho bemi makol for ho. Nyoma nkoyi ya hu post coach so wabe coachi. Nyoma amfa amano. Je hu a branch anaso owura ye fe Diego Armando Maradona. He had 4 goals in his net at the 2010 World Cup. When he was the manager for the Argentine national team. Managing something that a cool man. But if you look at him as a player, what he was able to do, and then no more, then you talk and say, Nipano, he was a good player. Check Gary Neville. Now, no, so when he's given the opportunity to coach, talk of Frank Lampard, or Bal Sroha, so I say what they were born home with Kakra. And Henry Nankasa, he's not been one of the best managers. We saw him starting Nejumano or Belgium as an assistant coach of a farm Monaco, Yahuno Melkoye, or call MLS Nimkodi Juma, Yahuno Melkoye. Now, France under 21, you've not seen anything extraordinary.
Obinanwa de ABOU Paris 2012 a 2024 Olympic game. Coach the Omakoje says silver medal, a bronze medal, the France.
Who's squad no
Paris. I'm not better than Spain for now.
Mr. Squad no Paris.
Debbie, man is our credit no. Wow,
squad no Paris.
Kwaku,
if you look at Henry and other players, you see, Adia has our players, no. Adia no with ease, no. When the players fail to do it, they get angry. They can't even understand why. I know more, the players can do. So, Team Monaco players no more. They felt say Henry was giving them an unnecessary pressure because the things he wants them to do, when they are not able to catch up and temwa, he gets angry. And it's something that I don't know. With what he's been able to do, Monaco, or call MLS, this is not a man you can entrust RB Leipzig team in his hands. For the France under 21 or whatever for silver medal, the OG, and what's a year at the Mount. Fine. Fantastic, but the RB Leipzig team near that one, or project no moment in your more and edit Cosono. I don't think that Tony Henry is the right man to get them to wherever they want to be. They need to get someone a watcher, say he will be able to do the job. Henry Achero Monaco went to me, MLS he couldn't do it. And Macan, he's one of the players or more born here, but coach, it's something that any idea airborne. So for RB Leipzig, they need to get another manager. Na Omra MMA Juan Empire for Henry and Abraka. Momonko Engofanemba. But Inter Milan for no Mabastuna for no hope.
Hope man.
They are giving them hope.
Sebasa sure.
Of course. If you look at them, their last 2 games, they've not been able to score even a goal. Not considered 4 goals. We knew Inter Milan to be a watertight defense. In the Champions League, they've considered less number of goals. So we felt, say, if not for anything, or more defensive solidarity with something that a very standard pressure. No? But with what they've been able to do the last 2 games, they are giving hope to team friend Barcelona.
Fear minutes all some couple on Facebook, men can kakra. Now the Picanto Junior. Good evening, boss. Please extend my regards to